there's a training camp going on, but there's also a sideshow at the training camp, which the 49ers have created. It is no one's fault except for the 49ers. There's the training camp, which has the young quarterback having some good days and some bad days. And then you got Jimmy Garoppolo on the side field, throwing passes, smiling, waving to the fans. Still on the team. And he's on the depth chart. On the depth chart for it. It was amazing, Dad. What'd you think of that?
Tell us the depth chart at quarterback.
Okay, the depth chart today, unofficial. 1, Trey Lance. 2, Nate Sudfeld. 3, Brock Purdy. 4, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay. I could go out of my skull and I want to low key this. Talking a calm voice. Let's just talk about the facts.
Yeah.
On the face of it, to put Jimmy Garoppolo number 4 is ridiculous. We're just talking about ability. From my point of view, Jimmy Garoppolo on that group is either 2 or 1. He's not 3 and he's not 4. He's probably 2 because, he's getting over the shoulder surgery. But, up until this season, he was the number 1 quarterback.
Right. Well, it was like 6 months ago that he was number 1 on the depth
number
chart.
1 quarterback. He took him to the championship game. So he's either 1 or 2. So what they're doing is ludicrous, and we understand that.
Yes.
What's bad about it is it's a bad look. I'm gonna, we're old English majors, so we used to talk about symbolism. All right.
Yeah.
The symbolism of having him number 4 on the depth chart is sort of like, first of all, Jimmy, why don't you fuck off? Right? That's what number 4. Isn't that what it's symbolic of?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what you tell somebody when you do that.
Yeah.
And the other is, it's a visual reminder to everyone who follows the 49ers how they screwed this up. Yeah. That they actually have to put a depth chart and demote him to 4 because they didn't get rid of him earlier when they could have got rid of his salary and got additional players early on. So it's a visual symbol of really how they haven't handled his situation all that well.
And it's like a microcosm of their entire offseason,
which
has been ridiculous. And it's been a series of ridiculous events after another. And each time the Niners talk about it with a straight face, like, what? It's totally normal. It's fine. Everything's going fine. And then another ridiculous thing. Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo is still on the team. Well, that's the plan. Now he's throwing in the side field. Oh, that's not a distraction at all. He's on the depth chart. It's ridiculous. And they can say, don't worry, he's not in the meetings. It's Trey's team. We're going to cut him. We're going to trade him. Who knows if they're telling? Who knows what'll happen, right? From Trey Lance's perspective, what if I hurt my finger? What if I have a really bad practice? Is he going to be in the huddle the next day? Is he going to be in the meeting the next day? Without saying it, aren't they putting more scrutiny on Trey Lance than's already there by keeping Jimmy Garoppolo in the building? Because the implication is we could go back.
Insurance.
We could go back, and so everything you do is under the microscope. Impress us.
Iggy, I have a question.
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought of this before. Is Jimmy not in the meetings?
Not in the meetings. And I think it's because he doesn't want to go. I think they could have him there, and he's like, nope, I just want to throw in front of the media so they talk about me, which is fair.
I understand. So they said, if you want to come, you can come. And essentially he's saying, screw you. You don't want me. Why should I be in the meetings?
I don't want to be in this team.
So essentially they've exiled him, but he's also exiled himself.
Yes.
What a situation. Iggy, I've never seen anything like this.
I know. And so the Niners, they're saying, we're going to talk about what the plan is for offboarding Jimmy Garoppolo next. But let's just linger one more time on the ridiculousness and the sheer ludicrousness of having him on the depth chart. And I think it's always talked about how it's bad for a backup to be a distraction. And that's why Kaepernick's not in the league. He made himself so big. Well, the Niners are making Jimmy Garoppolo a distraction. Jimmy's not a distraction, but the Niners are making him that by keeping him. And when they eventually cut him, which they will, aren't we both going to say, why didn't you do this 4 months ago?
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
They're going to end up cutting him. I'm going to win that bet with you.
Yes.
And I got you a nice bottle. I want a nice bottle.
Oh, I'm going to get you a really nice Barolo.
Okay. And we're going to say that. Yeah. Why?
All right.
Why not before? I have another question, Iggy.
Sure.
This is going to be a silly question, but does Jimmy have a locker?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I would think he
I
does.
mean, is
think
he
he
in
does.
the locker room? I've never asked questions like this in 40 years.
Yeah.
But if he's not in the meetings, is he in the locker room, or does he sort of dress in his car? Do you know what I
I
mean?
would think he has a locker. If he's on the field, he must have a locker. No?
Well, the point is, you're not in the locker
I
room
don't
yet,
know.
right?
I don't
But
know.
I would really like to know: does he have a locker, and is it over by Trey Lance? Of
I
all
would
the
think
quarterbacks,
not.
wouldn't
Hey,
you like
bud, how
to
you doing?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Hey, Jimmy, would you just fuck off already, please? In the
I'm
most respectful way
trying.
possible.
I'm trying.
I don't want to be here.
I'm trying.
That's funny. We'll take a couple of questions and then we'll get to the next Jimmy G thing. Trey Lance says, I just put in overtime. I'm doing numbers like it's 2 of me. Good work, Trey. You keep working. Ricky Miranda says, update, it's August 9th and Jimmy is still on the team. Side note, my girlfriend works at Fogo de Chao and saw him dining there yesterday. Nice. Jimmy must
Did
be
he
living a
look happy?
stress-free life right now. Did he say hello to anyone? Do people recognize him? Mason, thank you for becoming a member. Dave, get rid of Jimmy once and for all. Play the kid, Trey area.
Yeah.